So when did you find yourself interested in music?
Actually, I did perform a song by Y Lang a long time ago in high school for this this Vietnamese culture thing. So I wore this like $20 áo dài from where did I buy it? I think it was like Little Saigon or something that my mom bought for me, and then I wore that and sang this song and memorized the lyrics and didn't know what it means, but yeah, so I did listen to Vietnamese music a bit before that.
What Vietnamese song did you choose to sing first?
In Vietnam, I didn't really come here thinking I was going to start singing. One day, like, because of all the karaoke nights with my university friends from Vietnam, I really liked the song Ước Gì by My Thâm. And one day, I was singing karaoke in their house, and I sang that, and when I turned my head, everyone had come over from the dining room to listen, and they were all shocked, and they said, "Sasha, you should become a singer." And by that time, I had already been listening to Người Anh Xa Nhớ a lot. Like when I was walking through malls or cafes, that song always stood out to me. And so I really wanted to sing it because it sounded so magical.
But you found the songs on YouTube, right?
Yeah, so I would go to YouTube. So the lyrics, when I hear a song, I would remember some line from the song. I don't know the meaning, but I remember like Anh Xa Nhớ, Anh có khỏe không, right? It's kind of easy to remember, so I Google the lyric and then the name of the song will come up.
In Vietnamese, does that require you some kind of special singing techniques to be able to sing those Vietnamese songs?
I'm very good at adapting to anything. Like if I see some kind of artwork, I can recreate the artwork very well. Or if I hear a song with a specific style, I can recreate it. So maybe I didn't learn bolero or I didn't learn cải lương or something, but when I sing it, it almost sounds accurate. And so the kind of music I love is half folk and half pop. So I do have to use some technique instead of just singing smoothly. I do have to use some, like in my Thương Anh song, there's a part, nói xa có biết. That part I have to go like,
Beautiful.
Yeah, so you have to kind of roll it or use this kind of vibrato stuff. Because my dad is an opera singer, I grew up singing opera for fun because again, I can imitate or adapt to my dad's technique. So I would be able to sing like vibrato. And
Like, can you demonstrate?
yeah, like this is like
So beautiful.
opera
Yeah.
from Italy, right? So I learned all the techniques to like vibrato and like different things to help me even adapt it to Vietnamese folk. So I do have a mashup called Mashup Duyên Phận, and you can see like my technique there. Yeah.
But it would be more interesting if you can do it now here.
Yeah, I mean I study the lyrics for I Cô Vì Ai, like thuở xưa ngày nào qua nhau hai đố vang câu tình ca ngày nào qua nhau something. I forgot the lyrics already, but like I heard that so many times, so I can kind of recreate the thing.
Love You, a sweet love song with Vietnamese folk melodies, is a mix between Sasha Mai and the young writer Phạm Minh Thái Ngân. Although they have never worked together before, thanks to Sasha Mai's hard practice, it took them just over a month to complete and release the song on YouTube.
Khi mà thu thì cũng không có nhiều thời gian để mà giải thích, mặc dù em nghĩ là chắc chắn là cổ chưa hiểu hết 100% cái ý nghĩa của bài hát này đâu. Đối với Mai thì em cũng cố gắng, lúc mà thu thì Mai vẫn hỏi là cái này là tại sao, tại vì khá là ít thời gian nhưng mà em chỉ nói sơ sơ thôi. Nhưng mà khi mà mọi người nghe thì có thể thấy là Mai làm khá là tốt về cái phần cảm xúc của bài hát. Cái khúc mà điệp khúc á, nó là thương anh, nó là nó cần liền một hơi. Thương anh, em thương ca nhưng còn nãy là thấy là Mai hơi ngắt một chỗ đó tí xíu, thì chỗ đó nó cần một cái cảm xúc nó liền mạch hơn.
So lên cảm xúc.
Đúng rồi.
Okay.
Nó cần liền mạch hơn. Và cái câu sau cũng vậy. Nhớ anh. Nó liến nhẹ một xíu. Nhớ anh. Nhớ anh. Nhớ anh. Em hát vang câu ca dịu dàng.
Okay.
Đó. Ok. Làm lại ha.
Anh em hát vang câu ca dịu dàng.
Ok. Làm lại nha.
Đầu tiên thì Sasha bảo là rất là yêu âm nhạc ở Việt Nam, rất là thích và muốn hát nhạc Việt Nam nhiều. Mà trong khi đó về căn bản không biết một cái chữ nào về tiếng Việt hoặc hiểu về Việt Nam gì hết luôn. Thì sau một quãng thời gian thật sự là ai cũng bất ngờ, bạn ấy học rất là nhanh. Không biết ý nghĩa bài hát nhưng mà những câu, những chữ, những từ ở trong Việt Nam mình nhấn nhá rất là khó. Những cái bằng, những cái chắc, những ngã, ngựa và nặng rất là khó hát. Thì bạn ấy thuộc rất là nhanh. Thật sự thì cũng là vất vả cho producer, vất vả cho người thu âm, với nhạc. Nhưng mà thực chất là thấy bạn ấy cố gắng nhiều, cho nên là tất cả mọi người vẫn luôn cố gắng giúp đỡ bạn ấy để có một sản phẩm tốt.
Not only working together in the studio, Sasha takes full advantage of this meeting to learn Vietnamese from her colleagues who are willing to teach her about phonetics. The most interesting thing is while she hasn't taken any official Vietnamese or musical classes, Sasha's able to memorize Vietnamese and musical knowledge very quickly.
Mai cũng có góp ý là ở khúc này nó cần vậy. Lúc đầu là không có cái khúc mà em hát bè vô đâu, nhưng mà cuối cùng cái là Mai mới nói là bây giờ nó cảm thấy cái bài nó ngắn quá, thì em mới nghĩ là sao mình không hát dạng bè nhẹ vô cho nó dễ thương, nó có cái sự tương tác. Thì em hát vào và dời lại một cái đoạn gian tấu ra đằng sau và thêm một cái đoạn ngắn phát triển từ cái điệp khúc nữa, và sau đó là out. Thì em thấy nó tốt hơn, cái bài nó không ngắn quá và nó không bị lặp lại quá nhiều để gây nhàm chán.
When you sing the songs, do you fully understand the meaning?
Because my dad is an opera singers sing in foreign languages all the time. And they're used to studying the lyrics and remembering the lyrics, but they never really know the meaning. They do, but it's mostly just remembering sounds. And that's how I first started singing Vietnamese. I didn't know what I was singing. I just remembered I'm supposed to sing like, anh có khỏe không? Like, I don't know what that means, but I would remember the sounds, and it's hard to remember. And my friends at the time were helping me, so they actually told me, Sasha, your Vietnamese singing is really bad. You're not singing it correct, even though I thought it was. So then whenever a word ends in a consonant, then I have to kind of like roll it to an end sound. And then
Like what? Can you give an example?
Like the sound in Vietnamese is very hard for foreigners, and the T sound is not t, it's t. and different things like quê or huệ, like quê hung, like I can't use a K sound. And so I would start having to make this kind of color-coded notes on my lyrics to make sure I'm singing correctly, and I always smile when I have to do the like nhớ, not nhớ. From 2 years ago till now, I remembered all those patterns, remember what I used to do wrong, and I correct them. So now I can even not memorize, but study lyrics accurately within even an hour. And then in the studio, if some error happens, then we'll just record again. But live, by then, after recording so many times, when I have to sing live, I can usually remember all the patterns. To get feeling though, they said, Sasha, you have no feeling. Like, you don't even know what you're singing. So they tried to translate the meaning of the lyrics to me. And it turns out okay, but sometimes they can't really translate it very well because Vietnamese music is very poetic or metaphorical.
Right.
So I try to feel what I'm supposed to feel during this part of the song, and I'm getting better.
So how long does it usually take you to practice and memorize the lyrics?
So I don't need to memorize unless I'm singing live. So for me, it takes about an hour to prepare myself well enough to go into the studio. Back then, it took me a month to go over the lyrics with my friends. But now maybe an hour, and then we record. It's done in a couple days, and then we film in the studio or in a film room, and then it's done.
So you actually have to finish the recording of the song first, and then you come up with the idea for the music video?
Right, but for covers, that's someone else's song, someone else's investment, and so it's not my product. It's like when you appreciate something and you like it, so you want to cover the song. I don't spend a lot of investment into the video. I just want it to be simple.
So when did you know that people are actually listening to your cover songs and you are getting more popular?
My first cover, Gửi Anh Sao Nhớ, it kind of surprised me because at the time I didn't think I would be any kind of famous at all. But it ended up being shown on Tanya News and on HTV, and it got like a few million views total on YouTube, not on my account, but people uploaded it everywhere. One day, someone in America told me like, Sasha, you're on Ken Boom News. Do you know what that is? That's teen news. And I said, really? Send me the article. So I was really surprised.
And that was, what year was that?
It was 2017. I expected 10,000 views of my friends. I didn't think it was going to like blow up in a sense. And after that, many people in music industry added me on Facebook and started contacting me.
So what about your future plan?
I have a new original song coming out. It's because I can't write my own music in Vietnamese. It's written by Tia Hai Chao. She's a very talented songwriter that won Sing My Song the first season. And she's producing this song for me. It's deep house. So it's a little different from what I usually sing, but I like it.
Giờ đây chúng ta 1, 2, 4, 3 một tình yêu vì làm hai 4, 3 dòng chia xa. Người yêu có nhớ tôi không? Ngày đêm có ngó mây trâu lạnh bờ môi tranh lòng thôi mỗi khi người xa thôi. Đã bao xót xa mình cầu cho bao tố không gần ai.
So Sasha, music brought you closer to Vietnam, but how did you go from one step further from studying the Vietnamese songs to actually learning more about the Vietnamese culture?
In my observation, I saw that the songs that Vietnamese people sing are so romantic and so dramatic. Vietnamese people are more reserved, and so when they're outside in public or something, they don't really show too much feeling, I guess. So most songs are about romance, about love. So that's the only thing I could probably learn about Vietnamese culture. But folk music is a bit different. It's, like I said, metaphorical. So even something like Bozat May Joy has so much meaning behind it. But it also made me realize the simplicity of Vietnamese songs, but how beautiful and meaningful even one simple line can be. Like even in my song Thương Anh by Phạm Đình Thái Ngân, he uses that kind of technique to take something so simple as smoke in the distance or footsteps to mean so much more, right? So I tend to like those kind of deep and meaningful songs more than something very plain and pop style.
So do you kind of create a style for yourself?
So I want to I had this investor that was managing all of my music for a year. Like I told them I love pop ballad, and I do love folk. So they told me to focus on like folk more because it's more unique, and pop ballads are the trend. If you follow a trend, you'll always be behind the trend, and that made sense. So for my image, like now, I'm just managing myself, but a lot of people are helping me. They told me I need to make an image. Should I be a sporty person with pop, like Chipu or something, or should I be like all folk and bolero? I'm trying to decide, but I'm so used to being so many things. Picking one image alone doesn't represent me well. So maybe some kind of combination. So maybe a more folk pop style and a more pop ballad style. And I'm girly, but I'm also pretty manly as well. So trying to combine those two.
Yeah.
Besides singing, Sasha Mai is the regional director in Southeast Asia of YourTech, a company specializing in distributing and supplying chemicals, machinery, and equipment for the chemical industry. She's in charge of importing chemicals and machinery from Switzerland, Germany, Italy, Japan, Korea, USA, or China to supply the markets in Vietnam and some other Southeast Asian countries.
After successfully selling in the Vietnam market and helping many paint and ink companies with their production, we look forward to entering other Southeast Asian markets as well. And I will be managing this and am very happy to cooperate with Diamond in Germany.
Hello. So after already 8 years working together with Suba's company here in Vietnam, we decide now that we offer extend this contract to for other countries like Myanmar, Cambodia, Thailand, and Laos. Yeah? And so we trusted Hubert that he is also entering the market like he did it in Vietnam, and hope that we have the same success. Responsible for this market in this company is Sasha.
Thế hệ trẻ của Mỹ họ về với Việt Nam bởi vì thứ nhất là họ học được, thứ hai nữa là công việc họ có, thứ ba cũng là một cái nơi để trở về với quê hương của họ. Cô Sasha cô có một cái tính rất là dân tộc. Lẽ ra cô có nhiều chỗ để chọn, tại vì thật ra ở các nước khác vẫn có công việc như Trung Quốc, như Đài Loan hoặc là Malai, nhưng mà cô lại chọn ở Việt Nam bởi vì cô yêu cái văn hóa. Vì ít nhiều trong cơ thể của cô ấy là có cái dòng máu của người Việt.
Now I want to ask about other things, other jobs that you are doing besides singing. Can you share more about that?
Right now, I'm doing exactly what I studied. Is I'm building up a company, a trading company in manufacturing, and we import machinery from Europe mostly. And this is very high quality machinery that can help Vietnamese factories and other factories around Southeast Asia improve their production by a lot.
So Sasha Mai, you're a businesswoman, you're a singer, and those two seems like to have nothing in common. So how do you balance?
So actually, it has a lot in common.
It has?
It does. Yeah. And this is why I was able to continue singing, because my hobbies are singing and business. And I like to talk about business cases. And one business case is singing. Because singing is a business. The song is the product. The audience is the market. Right. And to get the product to the market, you need to do marketing.
Right.
And you have to make content that they love, not just content you love. And so it's been a lot of lessons learned over the last 2 years in music. I not only like to make the music, but I like to work on the marketing and distribution and a lot of things. So, yeah.
Do you think that you want to pursue to be a professional singer? Because, you know, to stay on the top in this business is quite competitive. What do you think about that?
I would say right now the entertainment industry in Vietnam is very hard for young people. So actually when I see young people with đam mê ca hát or something, I tell them to be careful. I say it's okay to have that passion, but don't forget to study something else too. Yeah, because right now if you want to be a singer in Vietnam, there are so many singers already and there's so many platforms. People can make music videos with their phone. They can learn how to record music by themselves. So the production part doesn't take a lot of money. And everyone everyone can produce. Every day someone can produce even a cover. It only takes a day. But the other side is how to beat all of the people that are not really competing, but they're fighting for a spot in trending pretty much. Yeah? And how do you do that? That usually requires a lot of investment. And that's the part people don't really understand.
But do you want to pursue that career path?
I recently asked my Facebook friends in a poll. I said, what's better, being a businesswoman who sings or being a singer who does business? I thought people would all say to be a businesswoman who sings, but actually it's 50-50. Everyone said, we don't know, they both sound very good. I think I want to be a businesswoman who sings. I don't want people to believe in some magic dream that probably won't come true. I'd rather people focus on studying and focus on music as a hobby, more of a hobby. And so yes, I do want to release music because I love when people listen to my music and they tell me that they listen to it every day, and it moves me a lot. So I love the feeling. As I said, I wanted to be a singer when some people told me to. They heard my music. So yes, I don't mind if if it happens, but if it doesn't, then I'm fine. So I'll keep releasing music regularly, like every few months an original song, every week a cover, see what happens, but 80% of my time is business. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Sasha, so much for your beautiful stories, and I hope that with your successful story here in Vietnam, you would help send out the message to help bring more Vietnamese, second and third generation Vietnamese overseas to return to Vietnam and start their career. And we wish you all the best for your future project.
Dạo dạt mây trôi trốn xa xôi, anh ơi em vẫn đợi. Dạo dạt mây trôi chim ca tăng tiếng tình ca lội, ngậm một tiếng trống hai tiếng đời mà bóng tình chờ sao chẳng thấy đâu. Mỏi mòn đêm tối suốt năm canh, anh ơi em vẫn đợi mỏi mòn. Thương nhớ ai chim ơi cho nhắn hộ đôi lời. Người đi xa có nhớ là nhớ ai ngồi trong cánh chim trời sao chẳng thấy